Dear friend, for reasons I cannot explicate, expatiate, or describe, this evening I tried to do something at about 11 o'clock or so, and it didn't work because I had the wrong date. Because I have this thing where I'm thinking, I must do this correctly. It's almost, I don't want to say it's anal, but it's this thing where I will perseverate over something until I get it right. And I'm going to get this right this time. And there's nothing that you or anybody else can do to stop me. There's nothing that you can do to prevent me from doing this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to find out why I am freezing. I obviously have some. I look at the activity monitor to see, let's say, what is drawing a lot of power. And this thing I've got called address book source thing, which I don't know. It draws 4 gig, and I don't even know what it is, but I always get rid of it. My friends, tonight the good news is we have an end appear to have an end to this shutdown. And I think I can speak for all of us when I tell you that I am thoroughly disgusted with the government and everybody involved in the government, because they cannot tell us, why did we really have a government shutdown in the first place? You see, and then we'll get to the issue. If people cared about us, they wouldn't make us go through this. Yes, Lizzie. Liz Solak says you're back. You know, Liz, that's why you're so special. Because you know. You knew right away I was back, and I appreciate that. That's all that matters. It's all that matters to me. Now, a couple of things here which are critical. And I'm going to try and see if I can explain this to you in my own way. I think, and I still say to you, the number one issue before the world today is AI and what it is going to do. I don't think people understand enough of how critical it means and what it's going to do. I really don't think they get it. And the reason why I don't think they get it is because it's intuitively, it's like quantum mechanics or something. I don't know. It's something that they think it's a robot or something. And the question is, what will happen? Let me get rid of this here. What will happen to love and marriage when AI figures it out? Being dead serious here, my friends. I'm being I'm being dead serious. What will happen? Sorry for the glitches. I'm seeing myself freeze. I'm doing it again now. What will happen when AI figures this thing out? What will happen? Do you know what? Do you have anybody who has been in I don't know, a relationship? Have you ever had my God, I'm freezing again. This frozen stuff. It's ridiculous. Let me see if I can do something about this. I'm doing everything in my power to slow this thing down. I'm so sorry about that. Have any of you been in a relationship? Look at this. It's freezing again. This is ridiculous. There we go. I'm so sorry for this. My apologies. Sometimes we're good and I've got everything shut down. What is going on? Can you see this? Are you seeing me okay on this? Are you? I hope so. Let me see something here. I'm going to go to my other source. Well, maybe not. Anyway. Have you ever seen somebody who's taken advantage of you in a relationship? Somebody who knows power differentials? Maybe somebody you love. Maybe a son, a daughter. Usually it's a man who is the victim of a treacherous woman. A woman who is able to go in and figure out what makes the person tick. What his idiosyncrasies are. Have you ever seen this? Ever seen that happen? Have you ever wanted to help somebody and say, what are you doing? Why are this to happen? And they're saying, I don't know. And you're saying, for the love of God, please stop doing this. Stop you're being taken advantage of by this. I don't know why I'm freezing again. I am so sorry. This is you want to tell people to stop doing this. You want people to stop acting like this, right? This is so strange. Anyway, toxic codependency. I don't know if it's toxic codependency or, Fred, if it's somebody overreaching, somebody who just loves to see somebody squirm, somebody hurt. They love this. Okay. If AI gets a hold of that, you are not going to believe anything as like what you're seeing. Nothing. I am freezing again. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I am so sorry. I've got everything shut down. I think this is not, by the way, a Wi-Fi thing. This is something else. I don't know what. Do you know what's going to happen when everybody's on AI? Everything's going to slow down to the point of not even moving. The power that's going to be required for this is going to be ridiculous. In any event, so what's going to happen when AI figures this out? What's going to happen? How are you going to be able to deal with that? How? What happens if all of a sudden somebody that let me see, I'm almost done here. What if you find out that somebody that has fallen in love with a bot? Question number one, do you believe, and this is important, do you believe that there is a chance where human beings will be allowed to marry a bot? Now, I don't know what the purpose of this is. I don't know what they would want to do this for. It's not to propagate the human race, but do you think that will ever happen? Do you see that ever happening, my friends? Do you? I do. I see all the rules changing. Why? Because they changed the rules of gender. Why wouldn't they? They've already changed the rules of gender. So why wouldn't they do that? How many of you have never been in love? I shouldn't ask that. It's a terrible thing to ask people to raise their hand. But many people are saying, I don't know. I don't know. It's like some women, and let's face it, are anorgasmic. They've never ever had an orgasm. Just it's happened. I don't think it's as rare as you think or as common as you think. But how many people can say they've never been in love? How many people can say they've never been in love? How many? So what is love anyway? It's the most unnatural thing that people do. You lead with your chin, you break your heart, and if you find somebody who uses this against you, that's what a bot could do. That's what a bot could do. A bot could go in and change everything. A bot could go in and find out what it is that makes you susceptible and take everything about you, all of your self-control, all of your pride, and destroy you. And you will want it. Sometimes a bot, by the way, could do very, very good or do good things regarding people like, let's say, autistic kids and the like. I think they could do a wonderful job regarding that. No, seriously. I think they could do a wonderful job. I think they could probably, in some respects, bots can do a better job than a lot of people because they will learn everything about you. Do you understand? They will learn every single thing about you. But here's the thing too. How can somebody fall in love with a bot if there's no sexual chemistry there? What does sexual chemistry mean? Think about that. You're going to see stuff, my friends, that's going to blow your mind. And nobody's talking about this because nobody wants to. Because I think, believe it or not, I think it's one of those things that a lot of folks kind of don't want to talk about because they really don't understand it. And if I were to talk to you about a bot, I told you this before, that I think one of the most dangerous forms of mental health is love. It's a, it's, it's demented. I mean, it's really, really, really demented. It's a very strange thing. And what happens is, and this is important, is it makes people realize or recognize the fact that maybe they're not, it's an obsessive compulsive desire, a obsessive compulsive disorder, a fixation. It makes people nuts. It doesn't fit itself in the scheme of things in terms of human behavior. You don't need to fall in love to perpetuate the species. It's strange. I was of the opinion that maybe a lot of kids today, Gen Zers or A or whatever the hell they are not falling in love because it's too complicated because you have to kind of give supposedly. So I don't know, but it's a very scary thing, and it's a weird thing because when you can you can you can meet people who've had a variety of sexual experiences, sexual predispositions, or whatever it is. That's fine. I understand it. That's great, terrific. But you never know what somebody feels like when it comes to the notion of love. Is it a power thing? Is it a fulfillment thing? Have they ever given love? Is it predatory? These are humans. Wait till AI gets a hold of this. Wait till an AI bot is used to pull you away from, let's say, a relationship that was negative, hurtful, or harmful. You ain't seen nothing yet. When AI learns love, it's scary. Because remember, recursive self improvement, all the knowledge in the world, human psychology, and writes its own APIs. So it'll be able to do all of that. And then we'll know everything it will do. It'll be able to see Fred or Lizzie, and it'll say, "Oh, I know this. I've seen that behavior before. She's feeling a little down today. She's thinking about her father, let's just say. She's got abandonment issues. That's how I threaten her. I use the abandonment thing, and this is what a bot can figure out immediately because we all lead with our chin. This is the most frightening thing in the world, and nobody's gonna be thinking about even remotely protecting people from this or telling them you can't allow this to happen. There was this who was this one an actor something in the girl he had a robot. It was so prescient, so vatic. It told us exactly what was going to happen. It was one of the most frightening things I've ever seen in my life. But there are people who are going to fall in love not with a robot, but with an AI, a bot, or an AGI. It's going to know everything. It's very, very scary. There is a very, very, very scary group of people out there who are, in so many respects, and this is important, going to walk into a buzzsaw. The human spectrum, the human spectrum is so fascinating. But when it comes to love, and you can say sex to an extent, because love and romance, I guess in pushback, has nothing to do with sex. It it can be the sex part is the romance part. The sex part, yes, you can talk about the actual act itself. That's true. But there are some people, by virtue of age or because of whatever it is, are unable to have sex. They still feel tremendous, just romantic. So remember, don't confuse the two. They're very important, but they don't confuse the two. The dynamic of love is so complicated. People never grasp it because they never spend any time thinking about it because you're supposed to just what's there to think about? It's easy, right? Falling off a log. So what? It's extremely difficult sometimes to grasp. And there's no rule book. There's nothing for you to figure out. Oh my God, it's fantastic. It's unreal. So, anyway, dear friends, I was running by that. I tried this evening. I thought, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I'm not paying attention. My head today is a feeling of complete and total. Have you noticed? I'm so tired of Epstein, Trump's, and Epstein. I don't care about Epstein. We don't care about Epstein. I don't care. I'm sorry. Nothing's going to happen. Why are we talking about Epstein? Seriously. Why are we even talking about it? For the love of God, make it go away. Make it go away. So, in any event, I thank you, my friends. I thank you. I hope you all check me out, by the way, tonight at 1 a.m. Eastern Time. There we go. 1 a.m. Eastern Time or WABC. I'm going to be hitting them with this, seeing if they can grasp what it is that I'm talking about. Let's see if they're able to handle the complexity of this. I don't know if they can, because it's not something that, frankly, it doesn't lend itself well to that. So anyway, so good news. The budget, the shutdown is over, and these rat bastards should have never happened in the first place. It should have never happened in the first place. And a lot of people are looking very carefully at EBT cards and welfare. A lot of people out there, we found out, my God, a lot of people really game this system. Maybe there's no way to prevent it from happening. I don't know. In any event, dear friends, have a great day. By the way, Mrs. L has some wonderful stuff up on Lynn's Warriors. Please watch. We have, let me see what else we have. I think that's about it. Oh, I've got a brand new piece I did on Diddy. By the way, Diddy was pushed back a month. I feel sorry for him in a very strange way. I think I'm the only one, but I have a unique take on that. And then tonight we're going to be talking to Epstein. We're going to be talking about AI. We're going to also be talking about the notion of perpetuating your essence via AI and AGI later on, which is even more frightening. In any event, my friends, thank you so much. Have a great and glorious day. Soon I'll be off to the studio. Such a pleasure. So good to see everybody. Please be very, 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 very correct and very careful. Be correct and careful. What does that mean? I have no idea. All right, dear friends. Until then, remember, the monkey's dead. Show's over. Sue you. Dad.